So all you need now is one heat gun and one spring. Okay, I'll show you how to put a bend, say between here and here you have to heat, okay, and what you need to do is the spring, it's inserted, here's the spring, and it's inserted inside the conduit like this. It's a nice snug fit, and anyway, it's got a wire on the end, you'll see why. Now what you do is where you have to heat, you put your spring where you want the bend, and the wire, you just bend it where you want it to stop, so you insert it when it's heated. Okay, I'll just put that aside. Start the heat gun. Now you don't have to heat it extremely hot, you just have to heat it so you can bend it. You can actually have a bit of force to bend it, so it doesn't have to be overheated. I'll do this all in real time, that way you get an idea of how long it takes. It's just about ready, I think. I'll just turn it off, and you insert the spring up until where you bent it. Then the spring's where you heated it, and as you can see, that I'll just leave it at that. I can bend it further, but I'll just pull the spring out like this, and I'll just drop it right, and like that. And next up will be where I put the bend closer to the end. It works a little bit differently. So now we're going to heat it a little bit, put the bend a little bit closer to the end, just here, in between there, and of course the spring will go in also. I'll do a little bit differently, you'll see after I heat it how I put it in. So I'll just put that aside, and I'll heat between here, that's where I want the bend. And as I said before, don't overheat it. It only needs to be warm enough to bend, but not that warm that it gets too soft. Just rotate it as you're heating, as you probably see what I'm doing. Didn't take all that long. Turn it off. It should be about right. Now I'll turn it around the other way, insert it the other way so the spring comes out the other end, and now I'm getting a bit bigger diameter conduit on the end, so I've got more leverage to bend it, but the spring's still there. I'll get something to get the angle off, and I'll make it to the angle of this. You hold it for a few 10-15 seconds, it should be right. And as I said, you just hold it, it won't be long. Right, it's right, as you can see, it's you got the bend right, you pull it out, and that's right, as you can see. I'll just lift it up. As you can see, it's about the exact same angle, and well, I suppose that's about it. In this video we'll show you the easiest and quickest way of making a small PVC board by just using a 3-inch PVC pipe. Here we have the 3-inch pipe, and it's 8 inches long. You see we've cut it down the middle there as well, and we're going to make the board flat like this. And if you stand by, first of all you need to have a heat gun like this one, and a piece of timber or lumber if you like, and also a flat board like this. So we'll just put the lumber there, we'll get the pipe, 3-inch pipe, and just turn the heat gun on, and this time around I'm going to do it in actual time so you can actually see what I do while I'm heating this pipe. and also give you an idea of actually how long it actually takes to heat and flatten out. So I'm just sort of feeling it. It's actually already pliable, but you have to flip it around. So, okay, I'll just turn it around, and then you let it heat. Just put where the seam is. I find if you just put it on the bottom, that way it seals it up, but heats a little bit quicker. Okay, now, yeah, it's very pliable now. Now, what I'm going to do now, you can see how it's lapped over. That's not very heated up, so I just folded it inside this time, and then put the heat gun into it again. Okay, I'll just turn it around. It's very, very hot now, as you can see. So, okay, now I'll turn the heat gun off. Just lay it out. You can see it's nice flat. Get the board, put it on, and 30 seconds later, we'll take it off. And there's the finished product. Nice flat board. Now I hope this helps anyone that just wants some PVC boards like this. It doesn't take that long to do with minimal tools. And I suppose, well, that's about it. So here we got the setup, and it's a 2-inch aluminium pipe or 50mm, and we're going to put this conduit in the aluminium pipe. We'll turn the heat gun on, and we'll put the conduit in, making sure that it doesn't go too far next to the heat gun, otherwise it'll scorch the end. And what we're going to do now is just put it in, turn it around. I'll just speed it up a little bit to get the boring bits out. But as you can see, you can just keep on spinning it until it gets warm enough so it's all pliable. Like that. I'll turn it off, it's ready to go. And what we've done, we got 4 pads there, approximately 10mm thick, so to have the correct thickness of the conduit for what we need it for. So we put the conduit on the board like this, then we get a heavy board like this. So we stand on this for about 2 minutes. 2 minutes have gone by, and you'll see that we've got a nice flat even thickness conduit. And well, I suppose that's about it. So here we got the setup, and it's a 2-inch aluminium pipe or 50mm, and we're going to put this conduit in the aluminium pipe. We'll turn the heat gun on, and we'll put the conduit in, making sure that it doesn't go too far next to the heat gun, otherwise it'll scorch the end. And what we're going to do now is just put it in, turn it around. I'll just speed it up a little bit to get the boring bits out. But as you can see, you can just keep on spinning it until it gets warm enough so it's all pliable. Like that. I'll turn it off, it's ready to go. Here I just took it in the shed just to show you how flexible it is. All of the conduit is nice and flexible, and you can do with what you like. And I suppose, well, that's about it. Okay, we're going to show you how to make the 4-inch diameter PVC pipe into flat boards like this, and here we go. First, once you've cut the length of PVC you want to use, you have to cut it down the middle like we've done here, and now we'll proceed to heating. As you can see, we've got a heat chamber which uses a heat gun in it, and we've put the PVC in like this, and you can also see that I'm wearing cotton gloves so not to burn my hand on the PVC because it generally burns quite a bit. So now I'll speed this up a little bit. So this takes about 4 minutes, so I just went back and forth, take the PVC out now and then, and generally just keep an eye on it, and we're just about there. So now I turn this off now, and you see the PVC pipe is now very pliable. You can lay it down on the board like a blanket, and you get a heavier board, and you stand on there for about 40 seconds. We actually went off and for about another 10 minutes to let it cool off. So now it's all cooled off, we can just take the board off, and we'll have a look to see what the board looks like, and very flat, nice. And I hope this helps any people that are interested in doing this, and I suppose, well, that's about it. Okay, here we have the PVC heat chamber to heat big diameter drain pipes so you can mould them. And as you can see, here's the base, and you just put one on here if you want it a little bit longer, and then you put the heat gun with this in it, you turn it on, and that's how it works. And I suppose, well, that's about it.